Our next guest is a 5-time New York Times best-selling author and an authority in preventing and reversing disease.
As a board-certified doctor, he knows firsthand that what you eat is a key element in the fight against cancer. Millions of people live by his every word and say they feel much better than ever before.
Sarah had a chance to catch up with the man who says he can do the same for you, Dr. Joel Fuhrman.
That's right, guys. I am here with Dr. Joel Fuhrman in his gorgeous kitchen. Thank you so much for having me.
My pleasure.
Now, you were talking about in your Eat to Live cookbook, you have a nutritarian approach to diet. What does that mean exactly?
It means a diet rich in micronutrients that can wipe out cancer. In other words, nutritional science has made tremendous advances in recent years, and I'm saying if we apply this science and put it into action in our kitchens, we could wipe out about the majority of cancers in America, and especially target breast cancer.
Now, Melissa Etheridge, a little earlier in our show, talked about the role that diet has played in her recovery. But why do you think it's so hard for so many of us to get the message that food is medicine?
You know, it's really because we've learned the wrong information, and we're not educated in nutrition. We have the power to control our health destiny through the right food, and people don't know of this.
All right, well, you've got something delicious for us. What are we making today?
We're making a spinach stuffed mushrooms because it's really delicious, but the point is that mushrooms have tremendous power to fight breast cancer. Okay, the first step we're going to do is we're going to water saute. So I'm going to put the flame on a pan, and we'll let the pan heat up for a second. And before I put the water in, while the pan is just a hot pan, I'm going to put in some chopped onion. Onions are another tremendous anti-cancer food. They're full of these organosulfide compounds that fight cancer, and they're full of quercetin and flavonoids. They promote the growth of healthy bacteria. They lower blood pressure, are tremendously wholesome and healthy food.
And delicious.
So next, I took the mushrooms, of course, and I took out the stem of the mushroom, and I chopped the mushroom stems up. So here's the mushrooms and mushroom stems. I'm going to put that in next. Just a tablespoon of water, and saute the mushrooms. I'm going to add a little bit of spices in there, a little bit of garlic. This is just raw chopped garlic and thyme. I'm going to take the mushroom caps and then I'm going to make for the mushroom, and I'm going to put them in there right now. I'm going to put the vegetable broth in with it and let it steam. Let that steam together for about 5 minutes.
And what does the broth do? Just gives it a little extra flavor?
Flavor and the moisture. Those have stewed for about 5 minutes. Take that off. I'm just going to remove the mushrooms caps. We're going to use those for the dish.
Those look great.
And now I'm going to put the spinach in. Put the spinach in the dish in here. And now steam that for a few more minutes.
Do you have to put more water in it or anything?
No, there's plenty of water from the juices of the mushrooms. The aromatase inhibition in mushrooms are really special because they prevent excess estrogen from building up in your body, and they protect the breast, particularly from estrogen stimulation. While I'm mixing the spinach, you know, what's interesting is there was a study that showed that women who ate just 10 grams of mushrooms a day, that's just one mushroom a day the size of your thumb, had a 64% lower risk of breast cancer. And those that had greens in mushrooms had an 89% reduction in cancer. So the spinach is stewed. I'm going to add the almond butter to it now.
Oh my goodness.
Add almond butter into the mix it together. And I have some nutritional yeast and a little bit of pepper. And I'm going to mix that together. We're just going to mix it together, and then we're going to stuff it.
Oh, okay.
We're going to stuff it into the mushrooms. We could have put this in a little bowl to make it easier, but I'm just doing it right in the hot pan.
Less dishes.
You know?
I'm a fan of that.
Yeah. So there we've got that ready.
Okay.
You know, ready to spoon it into the mushroom caps.
I'll do some, you do some. Make sure you get greens in every...
I usually have like bigger mushrooms. So it fits more in the cap, you know. This mixture of the, you know, cooked garlic and onion with the spinach and almond butter really tastes delicious. We'll put this in the oven just to cook for about 20 to 30 minutes at about 350.
I'll help you there. You already have a version. You can show us quickly what it looks like in the end. Oh, that looks much neater. All right, can I try one? That is so good.
Isn't that great?
There's so many complex flavors in here. I love it. All right, thank you so much, Dr. Fuhrman. Don't go away, because we will be back taking a look at all the cancer-fighting foods in Dr. Fuhrman's fridge.
Sarah's back with Dr. Joel Fuhrman to reveal the cancer-preventing superfoods from his fridge. Sarah.
That's right, guys. We are back in Dr. Fuhrman's kitchen, and we just took everything you see here out of his fridge. Right?
That's right.
And you have a very helpful tip for us. When we go to the grocery store, you are saying we have to think about the word G-bombs when we shop. What is a G-bomb?
G-bombs, so easy to remember. Greens, beans, onions, mushrooms, berries, and seeds. These are the foods with the most powerful anti-cancer effects. And if people eat them every day, we would dramatically drop cancer rates down. We'd save people's lives left and right.
That sounds incredible. So greens is the G.
Greens are the G, and they have full of isothiocyanates and other phytochemicals that have dramatic anti-cancer effects. We want people to eat a big salad every single day and also eat some cooked greens as well.
And you've got some recipes for that in your book. Okay, the B, beans.
Beans, make a lentil or bean stew, make a soup, make a big pot of soup on the weekend and you can have it all week long. Beans have dramatic protective effects against cancer, and they slow the absorption of carbohydrate into your body. They make you thin, and they make you live a long time.
No idea. Okay, now onion.
Onions, we mentioned, full of organosulfide compounds and quercetin and flavonoids. They reduce risks of cancer dramatically, and we want to eat some onions raw, so we shred them really fine and put some on the salad you're going to eat every day.
Yeah. And mushrooms, you've already told us about their benefits, but just to recap.
Mushrooms have dramatic weight loss benefits. They say, no way, Jose, you're not putting fat on my body. They stop fat from being stored. They have powerful anti-cancer effects, but the trick is you want to eat them cooked, not raw. So I've got some cooked mushrooms in the refrigerator. I can put them on my salads, make them into soups and stews.
And berries. Who doesn't love berries? You say that those are also a superfood.
They're shocking scientists when they see that they have antiviral effects and anti-cancer effects. But keep a lot of frozen berries in your freezer, too, because they're less expensive, very convenient, and stay fresh all the time.
And good for smoothies. And you have an example of a green smoothie here that you used the seeds in. That would be the S and the G-bombs.
And I use the berries in, and the seeds have the lignans in flax seeds and chia seeds and sesame seeds, powerful anti-cancer effects.
So this food is so delicious and also so powerful.
And that's the trick. You got to make it delicious so people love what they're eating. All
right. Thank you so much, Dr. Fuhrman. Such good info. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Sarah and Dr. Fuhrman. I feel like I need to get some G-bombs in my diet. Nutrient rich.
Thanks so much for watching.
And don't forget, folks, make someone's life better.
Wow, so good. Everybody gets a mug when they join the show. Everybody gets a mug. Yeah.